Today's video is going to be on Bailey here from, that's the pattern. Gosh, there we go. From Finding Dory. He is designed by Applied Art. So yeah, he's designed by her. I'll have her Instagram in the description below so you can go check her out. She has a bunch of amazing Zoom designs. And yeah, so yeah, I will have the pattern in the description below for those of you who can just follow the pattern. But I'll also be having the pattern like how I've always done it, just like right here in the corner. I'll still be doing that for those who prefer to watch the tutorial. But yeah, so the pattern will be in the description below. Yeah. So for him, the material. So you're going to need a hook. I'm going to use a rainbow loom hook, like always. You're also going to need a C-clip or stitch marker. I can't find the C-clip, but you need one of those. And you're also going to need something to stuff him with. I'm just going to use polyfil. You can use whatever you have around. And for his eyes, I'm going to be doing them closed, so I'm not going to be using beads. But if you want them, like, if you want them like this, then you would need 2 beads. But yeah, and then yeah, I think that's all you're going to need. And then for the color, well, you only need one color, whites, and you will need like 1 or 2 black bands. But if you're doing the eyes closed, you're gonna need maybe around 5 bands or so. You don't need that many. 5 or so black bands, and then just a lot of white. And then yeah, so we can begin. So we're gonna go ahead and start off by making his flippers here, fins, whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna call them flippers because I think that's what they're called. I already have one made, so you're just gonna have to pause the video and then make another one. Yeah, so let's do that. So you're gonna need 2 of these, like I said. So row 1 is going to be a magic ring of 6 stitches, starting off with by wrapping a band around your hook 2 times. You're gonna go ahead and pull a band through that and then reclaim. And then you're gonna slide the top band through the bottom, well, the top part through the bottom, like that. You're gonna go back into your cap band here. You're gonna pull a band just through the cap band, and then loop the top band through the bottom too. Yeah. And then repeat that 4 more times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you should have 6 stitches. And if to know you have 6 stitches, you just want to count the little V shapes here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do for row 2. We're gonna do single crochet 1 and then turn. So what that means is you're gonna go into your first stitch here, and you're gonna do 1 single crochet. And you're going to go ahead and take this off your hook and go in the opposite way to turn. And now that was row 2. Row 3 is going to be single crochet 2 and then turn. So doing 2 single crochets. For the second one, you're even going to go into the one where it's not a stitch. 2 and then turn again. And then doing another single crochet 2. Like I said, you want to go into the one that's not really a stitch, but, and then on the second one here, you also want to do a slip knot. You want to do it as a slip knot to close it off. Okay. and then going on the opposite side here, we're gonna do another slip knot. Yeah. So now you should have something like this. So go ahead, pause the video, make another one, rewind if you have to, and yeah. So now we're gonna go ahead and do his head bump thing here, this. So we're gonna start off, for row 1 is going to be a magic ring of 6 stitches. So go ahead and make your magic ring. So now you have your magic ring of 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now you're gonna need to grab your stitch marker C clip and place it on the bend that's on your hook. Row 2 is going to be an increase around to get to 12 stitches. So going into your first stitch, doing single, going back into that same stitch, increase, so now you should have 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What do I have? Oh. You should have 11 though, not 12. Not, I mean, you should have 12, not 11. Here, I messed up. Didn't do an increase. The next row, which is row 3, is going to be single crochet increase to get to 18 stitches. So your first stitch is going to be a single, and your second stitch is going to be an increase. And just repeat that all around. Single, increase, single, increase. you should have 18 stitches. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So now row 4 is going to be single crochet. Yeah, it's going to be single crochet to get to 18 stitches. So by the end of this next row, you should have 18 stitches. So you should still have 18 stitches. You can go ahead and count if you want to make sure you still have 18 stitches. But now row 5, the next round, is going to be another row of just single crochet around to get to 18 stitches still. So yeah. And then on the last stitch, you're gonna do a slip knot. To close it off. And then you can go ahead and then add a few more slip knotted bands around. Okay. So I added 3 more. You can add more than 3. But I just think 4 in total is enough to secure it down. But yeah. So now that you have the head bump done, we can continue on to the body. So now we can go ahead and start off with his body. So row 1 is going to be a magic ring of 6 stitches. So go ahead and make your magic ring of 6 stitches. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have my magic ring. So now go ahead and place your C-clip or stitch marker onto the band that's on your hook here. And now row 2 is going to be an increase around to get to 12 stitches. So going into your first stitch here. Also, I want to say so sorry for all the background noise. I have my window open so you can hear a bunch of cars driving by. And I'm not sure if the camera, well, not the camera, but like I'm not sure if my phone is catching the sound of my uncle's dog eating her food, because it's really loud, so I'm not sure if my phone is catching that or not. So I hear her crunching on her food. So now you should have 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is on your hook. So row 3 is going to be a single crochet increase to get to 18 stitches. And for this row, if you want the eyes like this, how I did it for him for this one, you're going to be placing your beads. You're going to be placing your beads in stitches 3 and 9. But I'm going to be doing his eyes closed like how the tsum tsum has it. So I'm not gonna be putting the beads in stitches 3 and 9. I'm gonna be using bands for the eyes instead. So yeah, if you want the eyes open like this one, you'll be placing the eyes in stitches 3 and 9. Yeah. So, and if you are, I'll go ahead and just tell you where you would be placing the eyes. So like your first stitch is going to be a single, your second stitch is going to be an increase, your third stitch here, it's also going to be a single, but if you're going to be using the beads or wrap bands for the eyes, you would place it right there as a single. Your fourth stitch is going to be an increase. Your fifth stitch is going to be a single. stitch number 6 is going to be another increase. Oh. Stitch 7 is another single. Oh. Stitch 8 will be an increase. And then stitch 9 here is going to be a single, but if you're going to be using the beads for that, you're going to go ahead and place it on this stitch here, which is stitch 9. And then your next stitch is going to be an increase. Stitch after that is a single. And then the last stitch is going to be an increase. Okay, so now you should have 18 stitches. So go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3. Also stitch 4. If you used the beads, it should be tiny. But since I didn't, it's like how the other stitches. So that was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, as well as 13. Stitch 4 and 13 are going to be a bit tiny compared to the other stitches because you used the beads. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Other than that, you should have 18 stitches in total. And now moving on to row 4, which is going to be single crochet, increase to get to 24 stitches. So single, single, increase, and then just going ahead and repeating that all around until you get to your C-clip or stitch marker. So again, another single, single, increase, single, single, increase, single, now you should have 24 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 being the one on your hook. So now rows 5 through 9 are going to be just single crochet around in your 24 stitches. So in total it's a total of 5 rounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do row 5 with you, and then you're going to go ahead, pause the video, do row 6 through 9, which is 4 rounds on your own, and then come back to the video when you've done those 4 rounds. So yeah, so like I said, I'll do row 5 with you. Okay, so I finished up my row 5. So like I said a minute ago or two, go ahead, pause the video, do rows 4 through 9, which is just single crochet around in your white color, and then when you're done with those 4 rounds, come back when you're done. So now you should have finished up your 4 rounds, rounds 6 through 9, and now what we're going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and do his face here and add his head bump. So we're going to go ahead and start with the face. Wherever your C-clip is at, it doesn't really matter. So you can have it on the right side or on the left side. But I'm going to have it on the right side because there's more like kind of space here. If that makes sense. You can have it on either side, it doesn't really matter where you have it. Yeah, so starting off with the face, I'm going to start with the eyes. But if you used beads for the eyes, well, then you already have the eyes down and you can just jump to the mouth. So just go ahead and jump skip to where I put the mouth. If you want to know how I did it. But for the eyes, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a single band, and I'm just going to pick a spot here. So like here's the magic ring, so I'm going to slide the band through on the sides of the magic ring here, wherever I think it's going to look best. Pull the band through. Oh. So like that. So I like it there. Flip that inside out here real quick. Pull that through. And I'm not going to tie it yet. First I'm going to do the other one, just to make sure I like where it looks when they're both on. And here. So I like how that looks. Now I'm gonna go ahead and flip this inside out. And then I'm just gonna grab your white band, and then I'm gonna slide a band through that, and then do a slip knot. Just like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that with this one. On the other side here too. Grabbing a band. And then slip knotting. Okay. So those are the eyes. Oh, this one came up crooked all of a sudden. Okay, there. So now for the mouth. So the way I did the mouth is I glued it on. So I just used some crazy glue because I had some, but you can also use a hot glue gun to glue it on. And if you don't have glue, you can just slide bands through to look like a smile. But I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly glue mine on, and then you go ahead and put your mouth, and then we'll continue from there. So now we're gonna go ahead and add his head bump thing. So moving bands out of the way real quick. You're gonna place it wherever I think it looks best here. I think right here looks good. So once you've gotten the placement of where you want it, holding it down, go ahead and just pull the slip knotted bands we had added. Just go ahead and pull those through. And make sure you're still holding on to the bump, so then you don't lose where you want it. There we go. So that looks good. I'm gonna flip this inside out. Pulling them through. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and tie these two together and then these two together because they're not that far apart for me. Okay, there we go. So, once you have the face done and and the bump added, we can go ahead and continue. So, I'll do this here. Right there. Okay. So the next 3 rows, row 10 through 12, which is 3 rows, it's going to be single crochet around in the 24 stitches. So I'm going to do row 10 with you, and then you'll pause the video and then go ahead and do row 11 and 12 on your own. Okay, so that's the end of row 10 for me. So go ahead, pause the video, do rows 11 and 12 on your own, and then come back to the video when you're done to continue. Okay, so once you've done, well, not once you've done, but once you have finished your rows 11 and 12, you're gonna go ahead and just grab your flippers here, whatever they're called. Go ahead and grab those because we're gonna go ahead and add them. So you're gonna go ahead and just want to add them somewhere on the side here. So I'm gonna want mine around here somewhere. I'm kind of placing them from row 12 here and like 2 rows down. So you got row 12, row 11, and then row 10. So you're kind of placing them in between those 3 rows, wherever they look best. I like this one here. And once you figured out the placement, just go ahead and pull the slip knotted bands through a stitch somewhere. So before I go ahead and tie this one to secure it, I'm gonna go ahead and add the other one just to make sure it looks good on both sides. So okay. Okay. So, okay. So I like where they look, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just tie the bands together. So these two are gonna get tied together. And then when you tie them, it's probably going to like kind of go, instead of like how you had it like that, it's probably just gonna like fold downwards, I guess. Kind of see that? So just kind of like push it a bit, and then it'll curl like that, sort of. You can see it. Yeah. Where's the other side? So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. My nail got stuck there. Okay. There we go. So if you like where you placed your flippers there, if you like how it looks, perfect. So now we can move on to the next rows. And there we go. Okay. So the next row, which is row 13, well, rows 13 through 15, which is 13, 14, 15, another 3 rows. It's just going to be single crochet in white. So I'll do row 13 with you, and then you pause the video, do row 14 and 15 on your own. Oh. Okay. Okay, so I'm done with row 13. So like I said, go ahead, pause the video, do row 14 and 15, which is 2 rounds, and then come back when you're done. Okay, so once you've done rows 14 and 15, we're gonna go ahead and move on to row 16. And these next 3 rows, they're gonna be used to close up your Bailey tsum here. So row 16 is going to be single crochet, decrease to get to 18 stitches. So you're gonna go into your first stitch here, and you're gonna do a single. Next stitch is a single. And then your next stitch here, you're gonna grab the front loop only, and then going into the next stitch and grabbing the back loop, and the back loop, and then just slide a band through, and then that's your decrease. And then you're just gonna repeat that. You're gonna repeat that pattern all around. So next up is a single, single, decrease, single, decrease, single, decrease. Oh, I need to do another single. Decrease. Single. Single. Okay, so now you should have 18 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is this last one on your hook here. So now moving on to the next row, row 17 is going to be single crochet decrease to get to 12 stitches. So single, decrease, single, decrease, single, oh, 3, no, I mean decrease, why did I say 3? Oh. Single, okay, so before we move on to the next round, which is round 18, we're going you want to go ahead and quickly stuff him up real quick. So I'm just gonna go off camera and stuff them up real quickly and then just come back. I went ahead, finished, well not finished, but stuffed mine up. And now we're gonna do the last row, and then this row, it's, like I said, it's our last row. So for this row, we're gonna do a decrease all around to get to 6 stitches. So you're just doing decreases. Oh. And then on your last decrease here, you want to do a slip knot with that. Okay. There, move my C-clip, there we go. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and slip knot another band to this band right here. Okay. So now using these band here that are slip knotted together, you're just going to pull them through these 6 stitches here. And once you've pulled it through the last one, just go ahead and pull that, close that up, and then you can go ahead and just hide this band. Okay. So now that now that we closed him up, we're gonna go ahead and do this back part here. So for this, you're going to want to pick a spot back here somewhere. And what you're going to do is, we're going to start off by doing a bit of maybe 6, 7 single crochets going along here somewhere. So I'm going to pick right here. So I chose a spot here that I'm gonna go along here, which you can barely see, but I'm gonna go along here, and I'm gonna do, I think I can do maybe 7 single crochets. So okay, I'm gonna move this stitch a bit closer. Okay. Okay, so I was able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna count this one here. So 6. I did 6 in total instead of 7. But if you have 6 or 7, that's okay. This out of the way. So once you've gotten that done, you're gonna want to go ahead and then take this off of your hook here and turn. And we're gonna do single crochet along these stitches we just did here. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, so once you've done that, you're gonna go ahead and do that again. So taking it off and turning, and do single crochet going back the other way again. I'm even going to go into this stitch here that really isn't a stitch right there, because it's a bit tiny there, sort of. So now what we're going to do is, for this next one, we're going to do it so then we get this part here where it's kind of a bit of a triangle. So like I said, I had 1, 2, 3, 6. So turning this here, I'm going to do only, since I have 6, I'm only going to do 3. Instead of doing the full 6, I'm only going to do 3 of them. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and turn this, and then I'm going to go ahead and once I've turned it, I'm going to do 2 single crochets going the other way. Okay, and then I'm going to turn once more, and just going into one, I'm going to do a slip knot there. And pull that tight. So I'm going to leave the slip knot like that for now. I'll fix it right now. So now you should have kind of what looks like a triangle here, sort of, and then you should have 3 empty stitches here. So going into the 3 stitches, I'm gonna do 3 single crochets along the 3 that I have here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn again. And do 2 singles. 1, 2. And then turning once more, going into this stitch here, and this slip knot. Okay. And then now I'm just gonna go ahead and hide these. I'm just gonna pull it through here. Okay, so there we go. So once you have that, you have your slip knots hidden, he is done. So move these out of the way. So that's your finished Bailey tsum tsum. So yeah, I really hope you like how yours came out. I really do like how mine came out. I did do his this part right here a bit lower than when I did this one, but I like it a bit. I like this one a bit better than this one. Yeah. So that's the end for this video. I also wanted to say I am really sorry for not having posted anything in the past, I think it's 3 weeks. I've been having a lot of issues with YouTube, so if this video posted, I'd be so happy. Also, I have a whole lot of tsum tsums that I have made that are also designed by @applied.arts on Instagram. And thanks to her, I'm going to be making, I have a whole lot of tutorials to come. So stay tuned for those. There's going to be a lot that are coming. Some that are her designs and a few that are mine. But most of them are going to be hers because I have a lot of them. But yeah. So that's about it. So thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next video.